you're looking at it, sometimes you just gotta replace old shit with new shit. Middle of the night. Nice little air dryer decided to go out. Couldn't figure out how to bypass this system. It's got the new system, so I did bypass it and got real backwoods on it and tied 2 electrical strings or wires right here in my floorboard where my fire extinguisher used to be. Got 2 holes, so bypassed it. It wouldn't pop off, so I was rode the last 3 hours riding down the road pulling the string to regulate the damn air pressure. That's a bitch. You don't want to do that, but better than road calls. I was able to make it to a KW dealership here in Rolling, Oklahoma, and buy this nice little air dryer. I just got through putting all the plumbing on it from that one, and maybe I should have made a video doing that, but honestly didn't know what the hell I was doing, so maybe it'll work. Anyway, catch back up with you later. See you. Now let's fast forward to a couple miles, maybe about 5,000-6,000 miles, probably about 6, and touch up on the air dryer. I'm on reset here in California. Just got through eating some beef lo mein, got my belly full, so I thought, hell, let's go ahead and make this video. Would have made it a couple days after, but I got home, and you know, when you're at home, you ain't trying to make no damn video, you're just trying to damn chill. Now the second week I got out and got back home, last week I had a strep throat. Now I ain't been sick since I was a kid. I ain't even had a fever in 15 years. I done thought I was dying. I was like, what in the hell? But thank God for penicillin. Thank God for Tylenol. But Saturday rolled around and I was still sick because, but you know, money never stops. So I had to hit the road. I was doped up on some Tylenol from hell though. Anyway, my motor's a little dirty, so I'm gonna have to overlook that. I'm gonna say this once, but the other day I was Eric, Oklahoma, and had put some coolant in. So I took my coolant cap off, set it up on top of the radiator, and luckily there's a little slot in there about 3.5 by 3.5. I usually set my cap right there, and got going down the road, and all of a sudden my low coolant light came on, my check engine light came on, my shutdown light came on, and it hit me. I was like, son of a bitch, I done forgot to put my cap back on. So hit the shoulder. Luckily I had about 2.5 gallons of coolant. I still had to buy another gallon, so it took about 3 gallons of coolant to get me back up to where it was. So I ain't washed my motor, so yeah, it's dirty, and that's the last time I'm gonna talk about that. So I'm enjoying my time right now in sunny California. Just sitting around chilling. Yeah, no, I'm not sure what model air dryer this is. So when I do get home, yeah, look at that. Look at that dirty mess. I've done just like this. I love it. I always put my cap right here. That way, luckily, in case I forget it, it's in this little slot, so it ain't gonna go nowhere. But anyway, it's air dryer. It's dirty as hell now. I'm not sure what model number this is, but let's see if I can get some up and underneath in it. But when I get home, I'll look up the model number in case you have to deal with one of these. But I will tell you, it's pretty simple. Let's back this up here. You got 3 bolts that hold this thing on, and with those 3 bolts, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 2 lines down here. This green one and this orange one. Each one of those run to a air tank. This big line right here, that's your main supply line coming in from your compressor. There's your electronic component. This little purple little airline right here, I have no idea where it goes to. This little orange one, no idea. This little black one right here, well, I think it's actually white up under the paint. I have no idea. But there ain't but 3 bolts holds this thing on. This one, and this one. Take your time on backing them off, because on the side of this can over here is metal. You go backing off out of a metal can, it might be rusted up and seized up a little bit. So if you got some spray, I sprayed it down in here the best I could. Some try to anti-seize. I don't know if it helped or not, but I sprayed the hell out of it anyhow. Anyway, I backed these off. I took my time. These 3 bolts right here. Take your time with them. Back them off. Your main air supply line right here. These 2 going into there's 2 little fittings back there. See? Yeah, that little elbow looking thing. You can see that I threaded it and put some Teflon on it. Those 2 air lines, the main, this airline right here, and these 2 right here. Keep in mind, when you get this little block of aluminum is going to be bare minimums. So what I mean is, you're going to have to take all this plumbing, all these plugs and all this stuff off your other one and put it on the new one. So I mean, it was fairly easy. The hardest part was just taking off all the plumbing off the old one and putting it on the new one. And I did take my time, and you want to make sure all the fittings, when you put it back on, it's going to line back up where the line goes. See these lines right here? I could have put a more of an angle at them like this, but I still made it do. These little plugs, you're going to have 2 plugs. I have no idea what the hell all that shit goes to. I think one of them is going to probably go to the fan clutch. Pretty sure something has to do with the turbo on these ISXs, but I'm not too certain. There's a lot of lines. Looks kind of intimidating, but I done it in the parking lot at night, first time ever. And I looked on YouTube. There was no video about these newer systems. Couldn't find one. Talked to a mechanic in there, and he said, just make sure you drain your air lines to 0 before you unloosen anything on this. Now the positive to this new air dryer is, you got this big old chunk of aluminum here. It's an air dryer. Then you got your desiccant filter on top, which is dirty as hell. But that desiccant filter alone, it's a Bendix, so that's about $115 alone just for this can. Then you got your air governor over here. It's already there, so you get an air dryer, a desiccant filter, and a governor all in one whack. Like I said, it wasn't that hard. I done it probably about 2.5 hours. I had it installed and was ready to roll down the road again. And Kenworth, they quoted me $402 to put this on. I was like, yeah, no, I believe I keep my money. I took my time. It took me 2.5 hours. If I had to do it again, I'd probably have it on within an hour. First time, it always takes a little bit of time, so there's not really much to it. Just remember, take your time on those 3 bolts there, and align all your plumbing to align up to the lines, because you only got so much of these lines. Just take your time with it. Like I said, when I get home, I'll see if I can't get a model number on this and upload it up. Anyway, hope this helps somebody. Peace, God bless. See you, bye.